Hey guys, I want to make this point because it's really important. All of the projects that we've done them for 89 industries. We've done hundreds and hundreds of websites times hundreds of subdomains. Everything that we've ever done, every one of these pages that we have, every one of these projects that we have, whether it's for homeopathy, biotherapy, I gotta fix that. Scaling, everything is getting updated with the monitoring systems, right? The self-adjusting sections page by page, videos that swap out if they're not getting watched, if people are scrolling past them, with goals for conversions, goals for reactions. And we are tracking every time anybody closes something, opens something. Not just that, we're incorporating a live chat feature that will allow us to reach out to people live when they're there, and connect right up with them. And not just that, but we're matching all of the activities that people take to their IP address, to their persona. And so the reason for all of that point is this: for the very first time ever, every page we ever write will be written with top quality AI. And it's going to be written better than humans, right? And projects that lead people to call phone numbers are going to really point that out. They're going to be exciting. And another thing we realized, we went through a lot of this and realized that people often, when the pop-up hits, the welcome modal that pops up in the beginning to offer people the quick and easy way in, surprises them because there's something behind there. So we decided, no, flip it. So have the website load up. And if somebody's scrolling through it and stuff, great, we're tracking it all. We're actually tracking and measuring and improving it all. And the website's doing that by itself, and we're monitoring how that happens. But if somebody reaches up to go away, that means they quit paying attention to the page, probably because they're not sure what they're looking for. And that's when our pop-up's going to solve all that. Okay? Pop-up's going to make the point to continue. Now, since we can basically watch people live on their computer as though we were recording their screen, we will watch and will react to perfect everything that they're doing. I just did a recording about that. We're not actually recording them on their computer on the screen, but we track all the mouse motions and we can produce it on a live version of the website page, so it acts with all the on-click events and everything. So it reproduces what they did. And that means we can basically guarantee absolute success, because we can see everything that failed them during the writing, get together, recreate, create something new, answer it. We've got real estate experts to help us ensure it. But we're not just watching people come and bounce off pages. We're literally watching what they do on every single page, and we're watching the typical reactions to things, so we can absolutely just snowball it. And the cool thing is, on the other side of the house, we got the standard set so well that the leads that are coming in are 50% of the time, they're perfect. So our person who's calling real estate leads right now is not wasting her time. When she calls and someone says sorry, and she calls someone else and they say yep. She calls someone and says sorry, someone else says yep. That's 1 in 2. We started off with 1 in 40, got it to like 1 in 17, 1 in 11, 1 in 5, 1 in 4. It's 1 in 2. It's amazing. So what I want to say is this: we are going to ensure that the real estate project is incredibly profitable very soon, because we can. We simply are able to monitor everything everyone's doing on all the pages. So I want to make these points right here, right now. It's important. First of all, everything we do with all 89 industries, everything for roof mags, gun magnet mounts, real estate, all the other stuff we ever did, is going to get updated to live, real, unbelievable, top quality content that will convince people to call. Because you can tell the bot to write the pitch that well that it will just get people to do it. We've never had that, not in 14 years. This is the first time, and virtually no one has it today. That's amazing. We're literally outcompeting everyone because we can create at the top of the game, but our websites watch how people act and make logical decisions about what to do about it, which is great, because if you're going to have thousands of pages, you can't monitor them all individually. So we taught our websites how to monitor themselves and then how to check with each other from time to time for the latest updates. And then we just monitor how those rules are causing the effect so we can tweak for betterment all throughout the entire process. So we're going to force everything to work. Now, we've got guys who've come in different industries. We're going to hit yours. RoofMax, that's another one that we suggested and people got. And RoofMax and real estate and some of the other ones, you guys know who you are that have gotten into some of the other things, whether it's plumbing, home inspection. These are going to take off like crazy. Now, what's that mean? That means get in for real. Get in. Here's what I'm doing for the last 3 days of this month, October. This is the way I'm running this. And then I'll see what I'm doing in November. But I'm absolutely wanting to get you guys going. This is really, really important. So, for those of you who are getting in, anything from the bottom tier up to $3,000, we're going to make sure to double your money back within a year. It's not a lot you're giving us to work with. We're probably going to have it done really fast, but that's just the deal that we're making with you. Okay, and if we happen to fail, you get a free ride for the next year, and you get to keep everything you made the first year on top of us, needing to make you at least double back the second year. Now, when you're in for a year, you're in for a year. If we reach the end and it rolls to the next year, you get the whole next year. So if you made like 1.5 times your money the first year, you can still make 5 times your money the second year, 15 or 25 or whatever it happens to come out to be, which the way we're doing these projects, it's going to rank. And when it does, we'll just see how much money comes pouring out of the clouds, at that point, once you're there. In the sky, top of Google for your keyword stacks and adding more as we go. Also, that's another thing people have questions about. How hard is it to make changes along the way in case you need to? It's easy. We created the API automation for being able to get our websites to write themselves. So the pages will just write themselves constantly and new things added and stuff. No more spinning. No more spun content ever. Everything will be a totally awesome, completely unique, what do I want to say? You can't disseminate it back to a common source. Pitch. Everything is its very own thing. Google will love it because Google does love it. Everyone who's using these engines today, the GPT-3 engine especially, and the GPT-J engine, which is sort of the more compact version of that, these guys are doing very, very well. And it's like a great big secret out there that we're about to blast open because not only do we have the ability to use that, while everyone else can only use it on one website at a time, we can use it on hundreds of websites times hundreds of subdomains at a time. And our websites are hot, and they're on hot servers. And we're covering all the industries. And our websites know how to govern themselves and check in with each other. We're playing this game better than anyone, so I need guys to participate, get in. And then for the real estate, as I was saying before, those of you who don't know, real estate, we have agents we're working with. We have people who call. So we're dialing in the deals and getting the profits from them, and I broke that down for you before. So that's something you absolutely want to get in. And yes, we can do it nationwide. Pick any area you want. And don't worry, because whatever you're paying for your area, we will go through as many areas as it takes to get you cut out the first year. So let me go through this again. I want to make sure to make this clear. If you're coming in kind of lowball, let's say, okay, and by lowball, I'm saying anything below 3,000, okay, will double your money within a year, or you get a free ride into the next year. The free ride concept works for everyone else, and you can make 25 times over on your money in the second year, even if you made time and a half in the first. But our desire is to get you through and out of that position, because we lose all the money your first year if we don't hit the goal. Okay, anything from 3,000 to 4,000, triple within a year, or you get a free ride in the next year. Anything from 4,000 to 5, triple, or you get a free ride. 5 to 6, 5 times over, or you get a free ride. Do you get it? 5,000-ish, whatever that is, $5,432 times 5 is what we owe you in the year, or you get a free ride. So you get to keep all that money, and you still get the free ride into the next year. Same for the 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're going to go all the way up to 12. Why? Putting in 12K or more, we're just going to cap it up there. It means like this. How often do you hear, I would love to make the kind of money that I usually make in a year in a month? You know, I've heard of guys who make this amount per year, but now they're making it in a month. You're going to be that guy. So whatever you're giving us to work with, if it's like 12K, then you're going to start making 12K a month. Now, I don't know what the average is going to be, but we're going to owe you 144K within a year before you're out of the program. Okay? How cool is that? So if you're paying $12,832, again, do the math, 12,832 times 12. We got to pay 153,984. It's like 154K. So you're in the program until we cut you out. Can we actually do that? Yeah, because reverse engineer what that really means. You know, the reason you gave us that much is so that we can really, really push it. So if we're pulling that kind of thing out, that's based on the average 12K per real estate commission, and we get our cut of it, which is about 25%. So divide by, what is it, like 3K minus 500 for the brokerage fee, so like 2,500, okay? It's just 62 sales, okay? 62, by the way, if there are 52 weeks, it's only barely more than one guy per week. So if we're pounding 5 to 10 guys through with totally awesome pitch, and we can reach out to them through live chat like this, and we are monitoring how they are acting on the pages, and we are able to call a number of these people, even the ones who didn't sign up on their own, because many will, many are. What's that mean? We can pipeline them and put them through and get them going, you know, get them headed over to the right, get them assigned to the right real estate agent and broker to broker the payment. And so the whole thing happens without you having to do anything and us just having to do our work. Okay? So if you fund it, we'll do the work, you'll earn. And like we said, it's totally transparent, because when it comes to real estate transactions, there's no way to cheat on that. Real estate transactions, when people start reacting, you'll actually see the hits. You'll actually get the notifications from Decrypt My Leads in real time of everyone coming in. You got the names, and you know where they're looking to buy or sell. So you'll already be able to look up whether they sold the house or bought the house. You'll be able to look it up. You'll be able to see what real estate agent they did it through, because it's public record. Trying to steal like that, that's like Grand Theft Auto. There's really no way that one can do it, because everything's public record. You can always look up who bought a house, when they bought a house, who sold a house, when they sold a house, and for how much, and through whom. Okay? So just so you know, this stuff will be completely transparent for the real estate end of the deal. Okay? Anything else you want to get into, those rules apply. The 3,000, 4,000, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up through 12K plus. So if you say, well, okay, so if I got 13K, I don't get 13 times back. No, you get 12 times back, but that's on 13K. So you want to do it. You know, if you can pull off 20K and do a project or more, and you get 12 times back on that, that's 240K. You want to do it, okay? Everything about this is transparent. We'll even show you people going down the sites if you really want to see it, right? As long as no one's entering anything sensitive like a credit card information. We're not trying to capture that anyway, but we're certainly not going to share it. But we'll just show you people interacting with the pages. That way, if you see something we don't see, you can say, ooh, they need to see that. You know, you need to put a topic up for that. I would have wondered about that. No problem. We'll have it up in minutes, you know, no problem. We can get the thing written. I shouldn't say minutes, but I can definitely say overnight across tons of websites, because that's our job. We want to get you cashed out within the first year. We don't want to get you halfway there and then have to start the clock again for the second year. That's a loss to us. That's pain. But it's okay, because this right here, we're just going to keep pulling up on. There's no question now. The only Achilles heel we ever had in these productions was the quality of the content. And for 14 years, we always had that problem. We've done really well anyway. Now we're going to do incredibly superiorly well, because by now we have the best websites anyone ever produces, because they monitor themselves, check with each other, and we write via API completely top quality content into them all. All right? just leaving you with that. Hop on in. Can't wait to see you in. Anything you get in here, whatever the numbers are, that's fine because we're going to do it. We're going to go as wide as we have to go to get you paid. Okay? The sooner the better. So we're going to push it, but we can. That's my point. Most of what ever holds down a project is not being able to monitor the end result. We always had to put out a lot of stuff and just kind of watch the leads come in and start interacting with them because you could never really see what they were looking at on a web page. That's what's changed. Now we see how far they scroll down. On average, we see what they click on, whether they missed the video, and we have rules built in for swapping out videos, changing the bonus offer on the newsletter sign up and stuff, and tracking how they scroll so we can swap sections and see what works better, or flip a section off if it's constantly not working. All these things and anything that we invent and put up in a one to just test, when all the websites meet, if that thing takes off, all the websites learn and bring it back. So constantly, the whole stack of websites self-improves and doesn't share those secrets with any other websites out there that don't belong to us. This is a place to be, to take over, okay? Get in, get going, because you're going to love it, and 2023 is going to be great. And as you roll in profits, get some more positions. We have a lot of ground to cover, so until we take it down, it's up. And for all you guys who get in, you're grandfathered in, we owe you until you're out. But we want both things to happen. We want you guys to flood us so we can do this, right? And that's great for us, and we're going to make sure it's worth your while. And the higher you play, the higher we'll play back. But this is beautiful. All right, looking forward to seeing you on the inside.